Hello, this is Professor Bruce, and I hope you guys are going through this class well. And today is September 29th, and we are reading chapters 10 through 12. I want to start by introducing classes to you and objects, and introduce some of these. This week we have these 4 assignments. So let's go to our book, and if you go to the book, it talks about object-oriented programming and how to define a class. And let's introduce this concept. So if we have, let's explain this. The book explains a dog. So if you have say you have a pet store and you need to find a way to keep track of a bunch of pets, and you could do like a list like this, and it would get very murky and very difficult to track. Well, if we create a class, and a class is used to create user-defined data structures called methods. So if we grouped a class like a dog, we can create a bunch of properties that a dog has, and every time I have a new dog, I would very easily add a dog with all the characteristics that I need and keep track of that data. So we use a class as a blueprint for how something should be defined. It doesn't actually contain data. The dog class specifies the name and the age are necessary for defining a dog, but doesn't contain the name and age of the dog. It's just like the properties. And those collection of those properties are an object. And if I add a dog, that would be an instance of the object. And I will show you how to do that. So it says here, to create a dog, we simply use class. And the dog is the name of the class. And you notice that it's capital letters. And that is important because the class name or variable name needs to be capitalized. Okay? Now, you will see the word self, and that is just referring to the attributes that I'm adding of dog. So you'll see that I need to go self.name, and I'm referring to the dog, and the dog has a name, and the dog has an age. So when I refer to the init adds these properties to every single class of dog that I have. And so when I come in here and I say dog self, comma, name and age, these are parameters of a dog that I'm keeping track of. So I could say name, age, breed, and yeah, let's just keep it breed. So we'll do breed. So, and I'll come down here and I'll go self dot breed equals breed. Okay, and it doesn't, I'm not saying there has to be a start of one, but what this is doing is this is saying that these are the characteristics of every dog that I'm having, and I'm keeping track of it. And so that now we're going to say every time I run this def underscore str underscore self, I'm going to return the name, the age, and the breed. Well, and so that is how we do that. So it's going to go def init creates these traits or parameters or arguments, and this one down here creates what I'm returning every time I want to output. This is going to be the output of the thing. Well, now what I do is, what if I want to ask questions like dog name equals input, enter the dog's name, and here it's going to even help me here, so I'm going to do that. So next is I'm going to have the user of the program enter the dog's name, the dog's age, and the dog's breed. Well, how do I tell Python that this question is actually this one, and this question is actually this one, and this question is... So what we're going to do now is we're going to create the dog objects. So I'm going to say dog, and it's going to help me. So dog equals dog, and this is the class dog name, and this is this. So whatever is first is whatever is first here. So it doesn't have to be, you notice how I don't have the same name here? It doesn't have to be. So whatever is first here is first up there. So that when I ask the question, enter a dog's name, it's going to put that variable here, and it's going to put the dog age and the dog breed. So now when I run it, it's going to come down here, and it's going to say, enter the dog's name, and I'm going to say, Bella. The dog's age, Bella, is 14, and my dog Bella is a Maltese. So now I have Bella, 14, and Maltese in our list here. It's a list. So that's how you do it. And when you do the homework, you'll see that you create stuff a lot like this. So what we do is we create the class of school, and you're going to do the various attributes that they want you to do, and then we're going to return how we want it to look when we print it, and then we're going to ask questions about how the user's going to, of the program that we're creating, is going to enter these characteristics that we need, and then I'm going to tell Python that this is indeed this, and this is this, and this is that. Well, I hope this helps with Python 9, and I will help you later on. Have a great night.